All right, so this is lesson 3 of the Beginner Guitar Challenge. In the second lesson, which was last time, we practiced our rhythm. And now we're gonna take all of that and we're basically gonna do a very similar lesson, except we're gonna do it all on guitar now. So instead of clapping, we're gonna be strumming. Just like how we talked about before, the difference between rhythm and coordination. We got our rhythm, we know what to do about that. Now we're gonna figure out what to do about coordination so we can put all that rhythm stuff to good use. If you're not going through this with the handout, you're really missing out because the handout is going to show you how to practice all this stuff. After a lesson, when my students go home, that's when they're going to actually figure out what we did during the lesson. You know, they can hear me talk till I'm blue in the face, but it's not going to sink in until they actually try it themselves. So you definitely can't skip that step. I made a handout that's basically a template for how to practice. And not only is it going to teach you how to practice this stuff, but if you go at things with the same, methodically, just like we do in the handout, that'll apply to everything else that you're going to be learning in the future. So it's a really good idea to get used to the habit of this now. In just 7 days, if you do your part, you will be able to strum along with real songs. And as a bonus, when you complete the challenge, I'm going to send you a video that shows you exactly how to do that. We're going to strum along with some real songs using the stuff that we learned in this challenge. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're just going to strum on the beat. I'm going to do this with an E chord. And remember when we were doing clapping, we were talking about how you had to make like a good circular motion with your hand. Well, now we can apply that to strumming. We can kind of make a circle, and this is like the clap. So first, we're not going to worry about anything except for listening to the beat. That's the biggest thing we're focusing on here, is listening to the beat. We don't want to listen to ourselves and focus on what we're doing. We want to listen to the beat so that we can follow it. We want to follow the leader. The beat is there, and all the musicians in a band, when they're playing together, they're all following the same beat. It's just something that's there. It's in the room. It's just that steady pulse, and everybody taps into it. So we want to focus on listening to the beat. So don't play that loud, just nice and soft. Nice big motion with your strumming arms so you can keep a steady pace. And then we can start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. We're still listening to the beat. That's our primary concern. 1, 2, 3, 4. And from here we can go next step. We can start going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so we're still just doing downstrokes with the click, and that lines up with the counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we're adding the ands. 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So that's the first thing. Those are 3 steps that I want you to take. I want you to start out just going with the beat. That's how you get warmed up. And when you're ready, once you can just strum with the beat, you start counting 1, 2, 3, 4. And once you're comfortable and you've done that for a bit, you can add the ands. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So that's your first goal with building up good rhythm, good coordination on guitar. Now the second thing we want to do, this one's actually easier than what we did before, but it's kind of the next step. We just want to strum on beat 1 and then count 2, 3, 4 out loud. So it'll look like this. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, And from there, we can modify this exercise. We can do 2 downstrokes and then just count 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. And now we're going to reverse it. We're going to count 1, 2, and then on beat 3 and 4, we're going to go down, up, down, up. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And if you're having trouble with that, let's go back to our clapping. Remember when we were going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we were focusing on the and where we kind of spread our hands apart. So 1, they come together, and they spread apart. Well, when we're relating that to guitar, 1, that's the downstroke, 1, and then and is the upstroke, and. So we can just go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that seems like the stupidest, easiest exercise ever. But the truth is, being able to do that robotically, you know, just like really steadily, that's going to help your rhythm tighten up so much. And that's what, once again, that's what holds back a lot of people. You know, I have seen so many people with all these little different issues. And like at the end of the day, they would all just say, oh, my rhythm's bad. Something's wrong with my rhythm. And, you know, when you actually look at it and you figure out what's wrong with their rhythm, there's like a million different little things. And that's one of them, you know, just being able to go with your arm like 1 and 2 and 3. And remember to count really short, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. And you could even mute the strings. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And just listen to the beat, focus on that beat. So back to 1, 2, down, up, down, up. All we have to do to get our strumming pattern is we have to strum 1, 2. So all together, 1, 2, down, up, down, up. 2, 3, again. 1, 2, down, up, down, up. So I'm going to play it, and then I want you to play it. We're just going to go back and forth, just like we did when we were clapping this. 2, 3, go. 1, 2, down, up, down, up. Your turn. 2, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Last one. Down, 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 up, down, up. So once again, if you're having trouble with that, we can break it down into a bunch of steps. That's what we always do as teachers, is we say, this is too much, let's turn it into 3 smaller things, and hopefully that works. If that doesn't work, we can break it down further and further and further, and there's gonna be a point where you get it. You know, that's what I do in my course. I just break things down further and further and further. So I just wanna give you a little taste of that, because that might be what's missing in your practice regime. So the first thing we're gonna do is just count it. We're not even gonna play guitar. We're just gonna listen to the beat and go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you know, that's what the rhythm sounds like when we clap it. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Next thing we want to do is say the motions. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. You know, if you can't say it, you're gonna have a really hard time playing it. Let's practice that. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. So just do that whole bunch. And now we're actually going to ignore the rhythm, and we're just going to focus on the motions. So moving your arm down 2 times, we go down, down, and then the next part of that is down, up, down, up. So at your own pace, don't worry about the rhythm, just, practice going down, down, and then down, up. And from there, the next step, really easy. We're gonna say it once and then play it once. So I'm gonna say down, 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 up, down, up. Down, 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 up, down, up. And I'm actually just saying it in my head when I play it, so I'm saying it out loud, and then when I play it, I'm kind of telling my hand, go down, 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 up, down, up. And if we can say it with the right timing, and then we can play it with the right timing, it means that we're working out our rhythm, and you're actually getting better. You're getting there. You're developing that sense of rhythm, that coordination. You're able to let it out through the guitar. So if you're still having trouble with this, I recommend going back to lesson 2, working out those clapping exercises. Believe it or not, it's not, you can move your arm down and then up. That's not the problem. The problem is always in your internal rhythm. And I know I've had some students that are pretty stubborn about that, but in the end, I always manage to show them, I manage to convince them that through clapping and counting, that's how they're actually going to get better at playing guitar. Those are the real musical skills that you need to develop if you want to get better. So work that out, get to the point where you can play this strumming pattern over and over again on a single chord. And next time, we're going to show you how to do it as you switch chords. So you can take your basic chord shapes, your strumming pattern that we've already learned, and you're going to end up being able to play something like this. And from there, you can just learn some more chord shapes, use even that same strumming pattern. It's a really common, really useful one. Play a ton of songs. So let's check out the homework for this lesson. We're basically going to be repeating the homework from last time, but now instead of clapping, we're using our guitar. So if you look at part 1, A, we're just playing downstrokes along with the beat, just like we were clapping along with the beat. B, just downstrokes while you count. Then we expand on that exercise in part C, and we play the downstrokes, but we count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and from there, in part 2, we go the other way. We just strum once and then we count out the rest of the measure. This will get us used to leaving space, because that's a real thing. A lot of people, when that part of the song comes up where the music kind of pauses, they lose track of the beat. And this is going to teach us to keep track of the beat no matter what. In part 3 of this video, we practiced going down, up. So we started incorporating some upstrokes. And in part 4, we went through these 3 steps, and we started with just some counting. Then we were saying the strumming pattern, and then we were playing the strumming pattern. So it looks like there's quite a lot, but really these are all very similar exercises. We're just kind of expanding on the same ones and making them a little bit harder one step at a time. And remember, with the handout, you're also going to get a special offer for my course. So if you do want to take this a step further, this is a really great opportunity to do that. So work that out, review all the lessons so far, because next time we're going to put it all together and we're going to get you to where you want to be with guitar.